Alright, so you know how to program BASIC, but sometimes those aren't enough. Like, what if we want to run a certain amount of code one time? Let's say I wanted to print cout hello five times. You know what I had to do? If I wanted to print it out 5 times, I have to rewrite it 5 times. I copy and paste it. What if I want to write it 10 times? Like, just imagine for a second, if I wanted to write this 100 times, don't you think the code would look very messy? Like, look at this. How does this code? This is not nice. This is bad. So that's why we have loops. And there are 3 loops I want to give you. The while loop, the for loop, and a do while loop. So the while loop checks if a certain condition is correct. And I'll explain it when I get into it. So first, we're going to get a int I equals something. While brackets and that. So here's our code. Inside here is what you're going to want to do each time. Here's the condition it will check for. So I want to say I is less than 11. Now, if this condition is true, it will do whatever's in here. If it's not true, then it won't do, and it'll go to whatever's here and then continue. So basically, keep looping. So what I'm gonna do, cout hello, and L, and then I plus because it doesn't increase it itself. That. This 10 hellos just in 13 lines of code. And that what's even better is I can make more hellos if I put it up that high. Look at this! All of these hellos! All of these hellos. All from 13 lines of code. Amazing, isn't it? Well, let's say you want to compact this down, like, wouldn't it be so great if this and this was also in this line? Well, you could do that with for. For is another loop, and like while loop, anything you want to happen goes in here. So, it's simple. First, we need to go int I equals whatever. Note that if you want to use a variable that is currently outside, if you want to use a variable that is currently already defined, just put this. So if we already have defined it, but I don't want to, so int. Next we put a semicolon. Now this is weird, because we usually put semicolons at the end of each line, but this time, we actually need more. So, So, I is less than 11. I plus. Now, what does this mean? Well, this is defining what you want to increase. Or decrease, whatever. This is the condition it's going to keep checking each time it runs. And this is what it's going to do after each time you run. Actually, come to think of it, I wonder. I'm just curious. I don't know, don't follow me, just... Now... Huh. I'm just curious. Yeah, for the final one, you have to have no semicolon, so it's kind of inconsistent. Yeah, see what it means? So, this is what it does after each time it finishes running. So, I'm just going to keep I++ there. So, now, we can do the same thing as the for loop, except this time, look at that, only in 11 lines. What magic. let's take one more example. Now, what if we want at least it to run once, at least? Because let's say we have a while loop. Let's say, we have an integer called I equals nothing. And then a while loop that checks if I is always less than 20. If so, let's say cout give I a value less than 20. Please. And I, then outside cout you didn't follow my instructions. \n. Just curious. So it runs like this, and if I put something less, it gives me again. And then that. Now, what if some random developer decides to accidentally set this to 50, and let's say this is a bunch of code? What's gonna happen is it just goes like this. But that's not good. It doesn't look nice. We want it to run at least once. So what do? Simple. We put a do here instead of a while. Now, a do-while loop is weird, as it does, well, it takes a little bit of thinking in order to get what it means. So, do-while loop is, with this syntax, this will always be ran once, at least, and then it checks for this. So, it at least runs at least once. See? Even though I is over 20, it's still, and this should be out of there. It doesn't, because at least it runs once. Now, to do a while loop, you'll never find yourself using it too much. Oops. But you will find it useful sometimes. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Subscribe to me if you want to see more Subscribe to me if you want to see more coding videos. But if you're more into gaming, I have those too. Like this video if it helped, or if you just like it. And I'll see you on the next video.